Hello and welcome to the December edition of Community Connect, brought to you by the Marshall Chamber of Commerce. This month's guest is Eric McVey, and Eric is the plant manager at ADM here in Marshall. Thanks for being here this month.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some of the good things that happened in November. I'm going to kick it off in mid-November, actually. And mid-November, it was Give to the Max Day statewide. This is, of course, the statewide initiative to give to your local charities. A record 6,615 nonprofits and schools statewide received donations this year. Thanks to everyone here that gave to their local charities on that day. On the 18th of November, the Lyon County Museum kicked off the 11th annual Christmas Tree Walk. Be sure to stop by and vote for your trees all the way through the end of December. The annual Gobble Wobble 5K was on Thanksgiving, starting out at the YMCA. Once again, a good turnout that got their heart racing before they had their big turkey dinner for that day. The next day on Black Friday, Light Up the Night kicked off with a parade and fireworks at Independence Park. Eric, did you guys have a little bit of a presence at Light Up the Night?
Yeah. You know, we're proud of Light Up the Night. They do a great job. Proud of the hospice and the work they do, city there. We're going to actually run that, so we'll be the volunteers to help run that this Friday coming up. And every year we sponsor and we light up the trees, but it's really good.
It is, and it is. What I love about it is the amount of people that come to town for it. Me and a group of friends that were part of the live nativity scene this past Friday.
Yep.
A lot of things going on this past Friday, but still a good turnout. And even when there's not things going on, just to drive by on Lion Street on Highway 23 is something to be proud of for the city. Santa and his Christmas llamas were in downtown Marshall on Small Business Saturday at the Terrace. Good turnout of kids once again, and we had a whole lot of coloring sheets come in for the coloring contest from that day. So thanks to everybody that were shopping downtown and stopped by Santa and the Christmas llamas on Small Business Saturday. The Chamber annual meeting was a week ago on the 29th at Everspring. Several awards were given out this year, and a great keynote presentation by Doug Loon with the Minnesota Chamber. Congratulations to all of our winners. This year's winners included the Volunteer of the Year, Eric Luther with Tallgrass Liquor. Co-Rookie of the Year goes to Heather Roki with Graceful Maryland, and Aaron Mathewitz with Midwest. So we actually had a tie for our Rookies of the Year. Nonprofit of the Year went to the Sounds of Summer. All-Star winner was Preston Stensrud, also with the city. And Hospitality Award went to Shauna with the Marshall Gambler. And the Business of the Year goes to North Star Mutual Insurance and for their large investment here for the business department here at SMSU. So, Eric, I know you went there, and it was a good presentation by Mr. Lund once again.
It was great.
A lot of good.
Very informative.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that other people are listening to us.
Yes, yeah, 100%. And yeah, he does a good job. And lastly, it was in December, but the Ice Dogs were this past weekend, and another good turnout. I think they had about 1,100 people between both nights. And Eric, you went to one of the games.
Yeah, you know, it's local, it's fun. Hockey's fun. I like.
Yeah. Yeah, great atmosphere. Thanks to Fuzzies who serve beer on hand. It makes for a fun night for sure. So, all right, let's start here with Eric again. Thanks for being here. You're with ADM. About 3 weeks ago, obviously there was a big announcement about Solugen, which is based out of Houston, Texas. What is Solugen building by you out here in the industrial park?
So Solugen's going to be building just directly south of the plant on the open ground there, south of the plant on the north side of that. They're building a new facility. They have some new technology. It's very green. It's very low energy, low carbon. It's going to take our sugar, in this case dextrose, and it converts it into other organic molecules. They have a really good website. I would suggest you go to the Solugen.com website, and they explain their process and how their system works. And it's very informative and easy to understand, but it's a great partnership. ADM worked with it, EDA worked with it, the city worked with it, and I think it's going to bring a lot of good energy and jobs and investment and a lot of good direction to the city.
Yeah, let's talk about those jobs. Those jobs will be, what kind of jobs do you think?
So they're, and I've been to their facility, their jobs are similar to a lot of my jobs, but they're very high tech, very computer based and technical. They're high-end jobs. They'll be well-paying and challenging jobs. They'll be good jobs.
Good. And what is it, breaking ground in the spring?
They're looking
Hopefully.
right now at the spring, close to when the freeze goes out. It depends a little bit, but somewhere in that direction.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting
Yeah.
for the business community for sure. Let's talk about the expansion to ADM. It's all about starch expansion. Let's talk about that.
Starch expansion. So if you've been on North 7th and keep going out, you can see we built a new building. There's a lot of other work that's happened inside the plant, and including a new rail line and rail spur, and all of that is so we can make a lot more starch. And we use that starch as a food grade starch or as an industrial starch. So we make food grade starch, which goes in ingredients and makes food, or an industrial starch that goes in cardboard and actually helps make cardboard stronger, thinner, more efficient, et cetera. So we're going to make more.
You know, I appreciate it. Eric has been a great partner to the chamber in you've been here, maybe for 4 years now?
4 years,
Yeah. So he's a good partner and a good supporter of the chamber. What else does ADM, how do they impact the community?
So, you know, probably our biggest impact is we buy about $500 million of corn. And all of that stays right here. It's not shipped in. There's a little tiny bit that ships in from South Dakota and a little tiny bit that comes up from Iowa. But essentially, that's $500 million that stays right here. And we buy lots of corn. Then we have about 250 people that all live within about 40 miles of here. They all stay here. And we want to make it a big part of what we do, that we help and interact with the community. And we've been given about between 40 and 50 grand a year to local charities, the food bank, the hospice, the fire department, some of the schools, some of the education programs. So we want to help impact where we live. Yeah.
So most of our watchers should know that obviously there's more than just Marshall. So how many plants are there for ADM, and what does Marshall specifically do and make here locally?
There's a lot of ADM plants. There's about, I'll say, about 100 large-scale plants in the U.S., but ADM itself is all over the world. It has facilities everywhere. In our local community, we make the dextrose that we're going to sell to Sologen. That also is a main ingredient in White Claw seltzers. We make the starch that goes in foods. We make that goes into other beers. We help make ingredients that go in Miller Coors products. So Coors Light, Miller Light. We make those ingredients. We make a lot of things that you eat, essentially. We also make a lot of things that go and feed animals. Cattle, turkeys, hogs, etc. We make a lot of those, including high protein products. And then lastly, we make a lot of ethanol. The ethanol in general goes to the Twin Cities. And we make that. Now we're changing that product and making a different grade, a higher grade product that has a slightly different market for that.
Eric, oftentimes when he comes to some of our, not oftentimes, but when he has come to some of our events, he'll bring some of these hot tamales and Mike and Ike's and White Claws, and it's always good.
Peeps.
Yeah.
Ice cream. I like ice cream, so we help with the ingredients on that.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right here.
All right here.
We kind of touched on a little bit about your job. So what are your jobs like?
So, you know, our jobs are, I think, interesting and challenging. They are not what anybody thinks our jobs are. They're not people pushing a broom or pushing a button all day. Our jobs are computers. You walk in our control rooms and it's walls and banks of monitors and displays and trends and charts. They're computers. So they're very high tech. They're challenging. They're rewarding. You get to make things that you know, like Peeps and Mike and Ike's and hot tamales. So you're in part of that. You don't have to have special training or knowledge because we take care of that. But they're, I think, rewarding jobs. They're good jobs.
How many are available right now, and why should they choose ADM as an employer?
Great. We have more than 10 jobs available right now. We have in the operations side jobs to make those ingredients. We have an electrician jobs. where you help fix some of the controls, and we have mechanic jobs where we help fix the parts and pieces through there. So we have those jobs. Our jobs start about $28 an hour, and then they go up from there. And we have great benefits. You get sick time, you get parental leave, you get 401k with company match. It's hard to turn down free money, so we give you free money. We have great benefits, all that, and all starts on day one. So it's a great place to work. We have a good atmosphere, and we'd like to have more people.
How many employees do you have right now, roughly?
We're at like 237, something like that, and we'd like to be at 250. So.
Wow. Yeah, huge impact, and thanks for everything that you do, and for everything that ADM does. It's exciting to have. I love driving by. I go by there a lot, especially this time of year. Actually, over the last couple of months, you and I, that compost site is pretty popular.
Yes.
In fact, I went there. What was really interesting, I usually go there on a Saturday or Sunday, but I took a day off, and I went there on a Monday. The amount of trucks that are in line out there is amazing. I mean, that is a lot of trucks that come in there.
We can get more than 200 trucks a day go through. One project we did in conjunction with the city is this year. The city did part, we did part. We repaved the road because it needs some help. But if you drive down there, it's much better shape now than it was. But we get more than 200 trucks a day. It's a lot of trucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, huge impact, and again, thanks for kind of educating our watchers and listeners out there, and all about the good things that ADM does here locally. Let's talk about some of the good things that are happening in December. If you need your gifts wrapped, I am a terrible wrapper, I can tell you that much. I'm a terrible gift wrapper, but if you need to get your gifts wrapped, stop by Graceful, Maryland on Thursdays in December from 4 to 8, and they'll wrap gifts for you for a donation to the United Way of Southwest Minnesota. This upcoming Saturday, which is the 9th, so today is Tuesday the 5th, the 9th is this upcoming Saturday. Come out and join our young youth entrepreneurs at the 5th annual Kindle Market at the YMCA. This is the region's original youth-only vendor Christmas market. Come and meet some inspiring youth entrepreneurs and get a jump start on your holiday shopping. This is a really neat event. Eric, I don't know if you've ever gone to this, but there's usually about 20 youth entrepreneurs. They can be selling anything from ornaments to Belgian cookies. It's pretty exciting seeing youth entrepreneurship in its finest.
I have not, but I know that it's on our list for my wife and I this weekend. So.
Yeah, they do one every single Christmas on the second Saturday, and they also do one in the spring. And the local CEO, the Lion Murray CEO, creating entrepreneurial opportunities students from Lion and Murray and Tracy schools will be there selling some of their projects. So come on out and support our youth entrepreneurs. And that's from 9 until 12 or 1. On the 17th, come skate with Santa. This is going to be through the Southwest Figure Skating Club. Enjoy some coffee and hot cocoa and get your picture with Santa on Saturday the 17th at Red Baron Arena. Santa is also coming to the library on the 18th and the 21st at 3 o'clock. This is at the Marshall-Lyon County Library. So if you haven't seen him yet, here's your opportunity. Again, 18th and 21st, 3 o'clock at the Marshall-Lyon County Library. Something that I'm excited about, Sean Johnson and his Emmy Award-winning big band are coming to Marshall Saturday, December 23rd at 7 o'clock. Sean, who is also an active member of the group Tonic Solfa, has assembled a group of some of his best instrumentalists and arrangers in the Midwest. His vision creates his contemporary big band sound with pop flair, honoring legends like Frank Sinatra and Michael Bublé. This is going to be at the Schwann Performing Arts Center on the evening of the 23rd at 7 o'clock. $25 a ticket. So if you're open the weekend before of Christmas, stop on by and get your tickets at marshallradio.net. The Chamber has a number of events, as always, in December, but I wanted to point out one next Tuesday, the 12th. This is going to be at the new Career Technical and Institute Center out in Industrial Park. It's going to be a business after hours, 4:30 to 6:30. How excited are we about this kind of thing in the Marshall area?
Well, I'll tell you, this Tech Institute and just the program they're putting together, it's going to make a huge impact. I know I'm looking forward to it. I can see how this is going to provide opportunities for people that want to live here, live local, show some paths for our kids. And again, these are all great jobs.
Yeah.
Good pay, good benefits. These are good jobs and good opportunities. I think this is really important.
Yeah, so if you don't know where the new CTI Center is, it's past Ace Hardware on 59, just over the bridge, and then to your right, right after the bridge in the industrial area on Highway 59. So it is exciting. Congratulations to Marshall Public Schools and then a number of businesses and grants that they've received in order to make this happen. So very excited, and this is next Tuesday the 12th, 4:30 to 6:30, business after hours at the CTI Center. All these events, we went through a lot of them today, can be found on our website at marshallmn.org. You can also take a look at the events at the Visit Marshall page at visitmarshallmn.com. Eric, it was a pleasure to have you here this month. And thanks for being my guest. Next month, Dr. Kumara Jayasuriya, president of SMSU, will be here as my guest. So if I don't see you in person, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, and we'll see you in January.